Hey YouTube, Banshee Rider here. Well, I just wanted to do another video on my HogWild here. These are used for combat fighting out here at my club's field during the summer and a little bit during the springtime. We do some HogWild combating out here. We have about 20 people who participate, and we come out here once a month and we battle it out for points. And the winner gets around $300 to $500 toward the end. So this is the plane that we use. It's called HogWild. You can get it at electriccombat.com, and they're actually really fun to fly. I already did the maiden on this just to make sure everything was dialed in. Considered this was my first HogWild. I've never done this before, but I figured I'd show you the build that I did, because it comes as almost ready to fly. So you have to build it and buy the motor, ESC, props, servos, all that separate. But the total came out to about $100, and that's actually really cheap for how much fun this plane is. And that's also including one of these batteries here. It's a 2200 Easy Flight from Heads Up Hobby, 3-cell. This is the battery that I use. People use anywhere between 1800s to 2200 batteries, so I'm using this one just to get a little bit longer flight time. On the maiden, I figured I got it dialed into about 7 minutes flight time, which is good. The HogWild combat lasts for about 5 minutes itself, and then you have to launch 1 minute before, and sometimes it would take a minute to come in and land, so you're looking at maybe a total of 7 minutes in the air. So I decided to use the 2200 mil 3-cells for that. So here it is. It comes in this box. You have to cut out the holes once you're done building it. Makes for a good storage box. Go ahead and open it up, and here it is. It comes all white. I went ahead and I painted this red, and I painted this side green. I painted the canopy and the fins, and just so for orientation purposes that I know exactly which way I'm facing and everything. And also I did the bottom black and white like this. It's all scratched up from the landings. I knew that was going to happen, but so I didn't get too crazy on the bottom, knowing that it would get all scratched up. So this was my first HogWild build. It took, if you minus the painting, it took about 30 minutes to build. Not bad at all. If you're really good at this, and if you're not going to paint anything, you could probably do it in 15 or 20 minutes. So this is a sunny sky. Let's see, yep, 1250 kV motor. I'm using a 9x6 prop. I'll show you what I got in here. Lift up the canopy. So I got the motor, and I'm using a lemon receiver, and I have a 30 amp Sky Power ESC from Heads Up Hobby. These are great ESCs. If you've never used them, I recommend them. They're usually right around 15 bucks, so good price. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple setup here. I'm using the Emax Metal Gear servos right here. It was recommended that you use Metal Gear because I guess they like to strip out during combat, so I went ahead with the Metal Gear. And yeah, so it took about 30 minutes to build the first time, and it was really fun. It took a total of, including the paint, we're looking at a day and a half, so it was good. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a battery in here and show you guys how it flies. Battery just fits nice right inside. Strap it in. Make sure you get all your wires tucked in there. Okay, let's turn on the radio first. Using my DX6 on here. when
you're setting up this plane, you have to use Tailoron programming because these are the only control surfaces that you have. Just these two right here. It's Tailorons. I'll show you how they work here in a minute. Plug this in. Make sure the canopy's on good, okay? Alright, so you got your elevator control right here. And then just aileron like that. So it's a 3-channel. You program it Tailoron, and this is the result. I need to get my neck strap. All right. You want to make sure you're clipped in here because it's a little bit tricky to hand launch it yourself. You got to go at full throttle and then just kind of toss it out. It'll leave your hands pretty quick. And then you got to jump on the elevator really quick. So let me make sure I'm on low rates. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Oh, that didn't go so good. That'll be interesting to see on the video, huh? Let's make sure the prop is all good here. No bueno. Alright guys, well let me get this fixed and I'll be right back. Alright guys, gonna try this again. There we go, much better. Alright. Let's bring it in closer here. For some reason I need to trim it again. Alright, looks like we're set. So as you can see, it's a very stable plane. And it's also very durable. It does rolls really nice. It does loops really good. I mean, it just does anything you want it to do. It does anything you want it to do. It's really fun. For $100, you can't beat it. Nice little flyby there. I'll do one at full speed here. Whoa. Yeah, so I might need a little more expo on it. A little more expo. I think I have my low rates at 15% expo. And then I have mid rates. So basically my setup is I have a low, medium, and high rates on here. My low rates are at about 50% throw with 15% expo. My medium rates are at 70% throw with 25% expo. or 20% expo. And then my high rates are at 100% throw with 40% expo. Need lots of expo on this. And it flies inverted, really nice. Little inverted flight there. Just looks really nice in the sky. And again, that's just medium rates right here. Let me go on high rates. This is how fast it rolls on high rates. Let me get it around here. So really quick. You can sit here and just roll all day. It's very twitchy though, very twitchy, but you know, you need it to be responsive during combat, so. Really nice. You know, you can just cruise around with it. You don't necessarily have to do sport flying with it. So that's on low rates there. I might need to tone it down a little bit. Because for low rates, what I wanted to be able to do is come in on a landing, nice controlled landing, and not have, you know, such a responsive plane when I just need to make small adjustments for the landings. So I don't know if you can see it right now, but on the runway here we have a white stripe going across. 2 white stripes. It's a little box here. I'm not sure if you can see it. But during combat, you have to land in between that in the box there. You have to stop your plane in the box for points. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing today, is practicing on the landings. Precision landing, I guess you could call it. I'm really happy how this build turned out. Also, if you're going to be doing combat or even just hanging out and doing some nice easy flying, I recommend getting a couple of these for backup. I actually I have one in the box brand new that hasn't been built yet. That's going to be my backup. I might just go ahead and build it, because what happens is if during combat your plane gets messed up, you want to be able to continue in the fight, so you want to have a backup. Alright, so I'm going to come in for a landing here. Let's see how well I do. So right now this is no power, so it glides pretty good. Perfect. Boom. So that's it, guys. This is the HogWild.